Okay, so good morning, everybody. We're going to look at a standing health exercise today, and also the inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, and double-handed push. I think that might be a nice one to look at as well. So yeah, you'll have to excuse the my new exercise mat thing. It's a bit curled over at the end, so I've put these down to try and stop it coming back in. But anyway, let's just stand. So notice the contact between your feet and the ground. So hopefully you can see my hands and you can see my feet. So that's good. And we're just going to put the weight, or put your self in the first third of the foot. And then sink the hips back and down. And then float up in the head. And just take some slow, deep breaths. So you aim to settle your weight just behind the ball of each foot. Head is floating, hips are sinking. You really want to sink the hips. In fact, it's the sinking the hips that is the most, at the beginning at least, the most important thing. Well, calm the mind and then sink the hips. Calm the mind is the most important thing. So we're nice and calm. We're just breathing. Just notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. And then just soften the shoulders. Soften the shoulders. Relax around the shoulder muscles. And then using your mind, just create some space here and here. So it's like you've got lots of room, but you wanna sink the muscles. Sink the hips. And then just very gently sink into your heel. And then sink towards the toes. Now, when you sink towards the toes, press down into the floor with the toes and then come back. So you may find that you need to adjust the feet slightly when doing this exercise, and that's fine. That's fine. So we're just gently swaying on the feet or rocking forward and back, but maintaining the contact through the feet. So you want to keep the contact of the feet So allow your weight to settle in the middle again. And we just gently rock to one side, gently rock to the other. So we're keeping the upright position. Keep breathing. Come back to the middle, check your posture again. So by check your posture, you're checking the alignment. You're checking your alignment, nice and relaxed. And we just go round and round. While you're breathing, notice where the breath is going. All through the body. Other direction. Soften in the knees. So the knees are unlocked and springy as you're sinking your hips. And sink. Very gently turn the waist. Just get the arms to move around. relax in the lower back. Keep breathing. Soften in the ankles and the knees. Just notice your breath. And then very gently just raise the arms up. Really nice and easy, so just soft. Open the palms, very good. And we're all breathing. Oh, fab. Okay, so yeah, let's do this one. Transfer the weight, bring the foot into cat stance, then raise, point the toes, heel, toe, transfer the weight. Bring the foot in, raise, point, heel, toe, transfer. So this is a nice one that helps develop your balance. And also because you're trying to aim the foot each time, it's also developing your coordination. Okay, now this time I'm going to hold it for 10 seconds. So have the toe on the floor and then very gently allow the toe, keep your hips level, keep your shoulders level, have your chin tucked in, and then just gently raise the toe, not too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lengthen through the spine. 8, 9, 10. Okay, 2 more 10s and then we try 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Have a little shake out. Have a bit. Oh, we'll do the wiggle. We do the wiggle. Eva's wiggle. I love this one. I don't know what she calls it. I just call it wiggling. And I learned it from Eva. She's very good. She does all these really cool exercises that work the connection between the body, like bounce, shake, wiggle. The chicken shakes its tail feathers, all those sorts of things. And they the theme they have in common is this really feeling of the connectivity all the way through the body, starting from the feet actually and working your way up and out, and you just feel, and everything's all, it's very good for if you ever go to do the punching. Yeah, the class I teach later on a Friday is got punches and kicks. It's quite full on, but I'm not doing it today because my students can't make it. So, but normally it's quite good. Okay, breathing in and out. Let's try this one. We're going to hold it for 30. So just allow yourself to settle, get into your alignment. And then very gently just lift the toe off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ooh. Yeah. They're good, mate. Those Wednesday classes, they're great. We try the other side. So we just get ourselves just so. So it's like I quite like the doing as little as possible classes, because then you can really focus on your vertical alignment. Just breathe in and out. Oh, get yourself nice and comfortable. So you want to get comfortable as well. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just relax. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Great. That's improving. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's go back to this one. So, that has just reminded me, in preparation for the section of the form that we're doing, we'll, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back a bit, and I'm going to show from the diagonal view. So we've got this set up okay. This is working quite well. You want to be nice and released. Really let go in your lower back. Very good. Okay, this time, turn your, I guess, right foot out. Put your weight on your right foot. Now place your left foot into bow and arrow stance. So if I have a book here, then you've got your toe just next to the book. If it was a big book, you can actually practice stepping and use the book as a kind of focal point to make sure you're not either overstepping or understepping. We'll come back to that later. So that was something we did in Mike's class the other week. It was very, very good. But anyway, we go like this. We sink back, and we're just going to do 2 turns. Then we sink forward, 2 turns, back, 2 turns, forward, 2 turns. So 2 turns was very useful because it just helps with the turning element. When we're doing the inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, and double-handed push exercise, and then just open the palms of the hands and relax around the wrists and the fingers. So and you want to keep the arms as low. The arms are being kept low and just hanging. They're just hanging, yeah. And we're all breathing. Right. Okay. Try that on the other side. So yeah, when I was using the book, we'll try that later, but it's amazing how difficult it is to get the feet to go into the same spot each time, and how you can fool yourself quite easily. So we're just, yeah. And we're all breathing. So it's good to breathe. And it just having the foot forward, it just adds an extra dimension. Relax the shoulders more. And then the other thing is you want to have an upright gaze. So you're looking forward with your sleepy tiger eyes. Eyes like a sleepy tiger. So the sleepy tiger eyes I got from Master Huang Ping. She's one of the few, very, very good lady master instructors, terrifying. And then also from Barry McGinley, who teaches at the Shaolin Temple in London. He's the Tai Chi guide for the Shaolin Temple in London. And he's not a monk. They sometimes come, but it's a full-time working martial art gym. Okay. Right, we'll come back to that. Let's just have a look at Tai Shi, because I don't think we've done this. So the first thing, I'll just come closer. The first hand position is like that. So if you look at my hands, it's like that, open, and the wrists are slightly like you're resting, and you extend the fingers like that. That's the first position. The second position, you turn around like that. So palms out, and there's a round shape in your arms, round shape in the arms. The third position, you come up to the middle and you go like this, and the hands are like that. So the little finger, it's like that with the fingers. The fourth position is like this, slightly underneath. The fifth position, that comes down and that comes up. You can do it that way, or you can do it that way. That way is making the S shape is a bit more character building. And then you do it the other side for 5. So 5 has 2 halves. 6, hold up the sky, or supporting heaven. I think it's called supporting heaven. 7, everyone's favorite. That's just horrible. So you turn the elbow. Oh, hang on, let me get this right. Yeah, you twist the hands, and it's just horrendous. Separate east from west. And then the final one is you come down like that, and then you turn out like this, so that there's a rotation in the shoulder, and you're like that. And that's the 8th position. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold each posture, just relax. We're going to hold each posture not for very long. Normally, when you're doing Tai Shi, it's called Tai Shi in Dreadful Mandarin, you normally do it 5 minutes. When I've done it in seminars, day seminars, and she makes the more advanced people hold each posture for 5 minutes. So in total, it takes 45 minutes to do if you're doing it 5 minutes. We're just going to do 1 minute each. That's plenty for the beginning. You want to do maybe even 30 seconds, a bit like when we were doing the balance exercise. We did it for 10 seconds, then 30 seconds, then 1 minute, then 2 minutes, and then, and it's the same thing with this exercise for the Tai Chi. You want to build it up slowly. You want to build it up very slowly and just ease yourself in to doing it for longer. And and what it does, it strengthens the shoulders, but at the same time it mobilizes. So it's a strength and mobilizer for the shoulders, and it builds your character. So yeah, which is why we just do it for 1 minute. So we just get nice and get comfortable. So whatever it is you're doing in the Tai Chi, do it from a position of feeling very comfortable. Whatever it is, even if it's really complicated or confusing, you just comfortable, and then it everything seems a lot, nothing seems so bad. if you can get into that feeling. So we just breathe a few times just to get nice and comfortable and feel the muscles melting and hanging, upward feeling in the bones. There's no, yeah. We are all breathing very good. Just notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out, and you've got this lovely, again, comfortable, solid feeling in the body, real deep connection to the ground. Okay, 1, pressing palms. So just breathe naturally. We're coming up to 1 minute, then we change. Palms out. Okay, that's halfway. Great, and we change again. We come up, 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 up. Open. Oh, this is supporting heaven. Supporting heaven. Sink the hips. Off we go. Minute feels a very long time, huh? Okay. And then I think that's a minute. I lost count, so we'll move on. Holding the ball underneath. So we're holding under the ball. Halfway. And change. One goes down, one comes up and over. So the top bit's a bit like white crane. And then if you want, you can do that. And begin. Check your vertical alignment. Halfway. Sink the hips. And change. So I like to go round in a wheel. There's actually a few ways. There's a couple of ways of getting from one for stage 5, getting from one to the other. This is called separate or earth from the heaven and earth. Separating heaven and earth. Sink the shoulders. Nearly there. 10 more seconds. And then keeping your hand high, the other one comes up to match it. And then we are holding up the sky. Sink the shoulders. Sink the hips. Nice and tall. Halfway. and change. Separate east from west. There we go, that's better. Halfway. And change. Go fist, turn the fist over and around. And this is called opening the gate of life. Halfway. And relax. Oh, so let's do that again without holding. We'll do it as a flowing set of exercises 2 more times. So here we go. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way of going 5 is this. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Much easier, huh? And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So that's the other way of getting from 5 to 5. 6, 7, and 8. Then you place your hands on your tummy and you just rub the tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. A little shake out. Yeah, it's very good. If you can hold it, I mean, 1 minute is plenty. I probably, if you're practicing this at home, that still takes like 10 minutes, and it's really good to do. 1 minute, that's plenty for doing that. I mean, 5 minutes. That one's easy. That one's easy. But then once you do the other ones, it's too much. 5 minutes. So just 1 minute if you're practicing at home. Build towards doing it for 5 minutes, because doing this 45 minutes is absolute killer, especially if you've been doing it when I've done it. I'm fine, kind of okay, and then by the time you get to here, your arms just want to explode. So when you're doing it for the full 5 minutes each thing, but having stopped when you get to the end of the 45 minutes, you do this one, then you do feel much better. Okay, before we go on to that bit of the form I want to work on, we're just going to do this, just get our, there we are. Oh, that's better, isn't it? So the standing exercises are very, very good for building up your structural stability and strength. But it can be very tricky to do the standing still. It's but it's worth persevering with. Okay, so what we're going to do, hang on, I'm just trying to think if I'm mirroring. So where we are in the form, we've just done the end of step back and repulse the monkey. And then I'm just demonstrating, and then you hold the ball, and then it goes to inspect the horse's mouth, roll back into the back corner with the hands, ward off, and then double-handed push. And then it sinks back and turn, push out, gather under, hold the ball, step, inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, double-handed push, and then it goes into single whip, but we won't do that. So just so you can see the hand shapes, so that it inspect the horse's mouth. When you turn the waist, this comes up here, this comes down here, so there's actually a gap. There's a gap, water bottle gap between the, so that's palm up and that's palm down. Oops. And oh, we haven't had a water break. Let's do that. Water break. It's a good job I was carrying this water bottle. I'd completely forgotten, then got told off for not having water. Because even though we've been standing still, that's still quite hard work, and you want to keep hydrated. Very good. So yeah, inspect the horse's mouth. It's like this, and you also have the thumbs. They're not sticking out. They're kind of tucked against the hand. The thumbs are tucked against the hand, but softly. So you're not like gripping. It's like a soft tucking, like that. And then they turn around, and then you come down, turn, and you're in the back foot, and then the hands point towards the rear corner, but the Lao Gong point in the palm, this one, Lao Gong, Palace of the Mind, is pointing at the Chi Hu point, lung one. So if you rub in that area, you can get quite tight there. So normally sometimes the acupuncturists will put, if you're having lung problems, they'll put needles along the lung line and other things. So and then you go to the ward off, which is a right angle, and then the fingers are almost touching the wrist. In fact, some schools they actually physically touch the wrist, and that can be quite useful. And then you sink forward, and then you separate the hands, and then you sink down. So it's like you're getting underneath something, and then you double-handed push, and at the end of double-handed push, there's this curve to the arms. So they're not fully straight, they're slightly curved. There's a lot of circles and spirals and curves in Tai Chi, rather than too many straight lines. Sometimes, like if you're doing the punching, the punching, that's a straight line, but most of the other things has got nice curve shape to them. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you go to left back stance, back bow and arrow stance, you have your right hand here and your left hand there. And we're just going to go through that little section a few times. So you sink forward, because I think we looked at it yesterday morning. Now you turn, bring the hand round. Now drop your left hand, right hand on top, hold the ball. Now you sink back and you go to cat stance. So this is where you can put a book there, but we'll do books when all of us are here. You step heel toe. Transfer the weight, turn the waist, inspect the horse's mouth. Sink the hips. Turn the hands over, sink back, transfer the weight into the back foot. Now turn the waist and then the arms go towards the back corner. Roll back, then you turn your waist to face the front. Prepare your hand, get your hand ready, put the right hand behind the left arm, and now you push forwards. This is called the ward off position. You're sinking into the front foot, then you separate the hands, you sink back and down, 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 down with the arms, but you're sinking your weight. Knees in line with the toes, transfer the weight, raise the arms up, raise the arms up. Double-handed push, sink the hips. Now sink back, point the fingers. Turn. Bring the hands into the chest, palms down, turn. Transfer the weight, push out. Gather under, hold the ball. Sink the hips. Breathing in and out. Step, heel toe. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Ward off. Sink back. Double-handed push. And relax. Okay, let's do that. How are we doing? Oh gosh. Wow, that's gone fast. Let's do that section 2 more times. 2 more times at that kind of a speed, just because then it gives us a chance to actually do it without having to do it fast. So it gives our brain enough time to be relaxed when we're doing this stuff. So we go into step, heel toe. Now sink into the back foot. So you've got the left foot forward, right foot back, right hand at hip height, left hand shoulder height. Sink forwards, turn, hold the ball, 3, 4. 1 step. 2, inspect the horse's mouth. 1, 2, roll back. 1, 2, ward off. 1, 2, 3, double-handed push. 1 sink. 2 turn. 3 push out. 4 gather under, hold the ball. Turn the foot in as you need to. Then hang on, I'll go this way because the wall's in the way. Sorry. 1 step. 2, transfer the weight and turn. Inspect the horse's mouth. 1, turn the hands over. 2, 3, roll back. 1 turn. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, actually, we'll just stop there. We'll stop there. I got ahead of myself. Let's do that again. 1, sink forward. 2, turn. Hold the ball. 3, sink. 4, cat stance. Nice and tall. So check your spine. 1, step. 2, inspect the horse's mouth. 1, roll back. 2. 1, 2. So it's got a real nice flow to it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Push out. 4, gather under, hold the ball. 1, step. 2, inspect the horse's mouth. 1, 2, roll back. 1, 2, ward off. 1, 2, 3, double-handed push. Great. So fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be good enough for now. Let's go back to this. So we did quite a lot today. We did some balance things. We did some standing, postural strength. We did that section. So we're going to do sun and moon to finish off, and then embrace tiger, return to the mountain. But it's just nice having that waist turn. It just really helps, especially for that section of the form that we've just been doing. Okay, sun and moon. So come up, there's the sun, all beautiful and big. And then we've got the moon, which is like a reflection and smaller and more thoughtful and contained. Sun, moon. Nice and tall. Check your posture. Then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. And then we'll look super young this morning. So rub the hands together. That really generates some heat in the hands, very good. And then we just polish the face, or nice circular movements like your, oh, it's really lovely. Like when you're giving your face a wash in the morning. And we're all, oh, that's so nice, isn't it? So nice. Actually, let's do a little facelift. We do that as well. That's from Eva. She does that one. You know, we might look super young, and then rub the hands together again. Very good. And then while you're doing bounce, give your back up. Oh, we didn't do bounce and shake. We didn't do bounce and shake. Never mind. We did it yesterday, so. Oh, that's it. Actually, we'll do bounce now. We'll do bounce. Oh, let's give yourself a nice bounce. Yeah. So I quite like this one. Especially if it's like a cold day and you want to warm up, you do a bit of bounce, you do a bit of shake, and it just helps generate some heat. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So hopefully we worked quite hard this morning. So Amy will be watching this at some point in the future. And down. Relax the arms, relax the elbows. One more time. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. And we just stand for a moment. Just really feel your feet. So good solid connection to the ground. So you feel the feet by really sinking the hips. Just really allow your hips to sink. Own your space. Be comfortable owning your space. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top. Bring your feet together. And bow. Fantastic. Gosh, that was hard work. Brilliant. Oh, character building. Very good. Okay, I'll stop the recording. Well done, everybody.